Hello Internet, I'm your only mate, and it's time for another chapter of RWBY Volume 5. This is Chapter 7. We're at the halfway point. For anyone who doesn't know, there are 14 chapters this volume, so this is the halfway point. So, we'll just thought I'd throw that out there. Anyway, as I usually say with these intros, as I should say with all of my reaction videos, please click the link in the description below to go watch the actual chapter itself, like, subscribe, all of that stuff, then come back to watch this video. Okay? Good. Support the official release. Okay. So, in the last episode, Ruby, Weiss, and Yang reunited. And it was so good. I absolutely love that hug. But anyway, I know that we are going into exactly where we left off because, like I say, I watched the RWBY Rewind podcast and they showed a preview that basically confirms that, yeah, this episode is picking up right where the last episode, left off. So, yeah, and there's not really anything too spoilery, and what I can tell from the thumbnail, Yang and Nora are gonna arm wrestle. Oh boy. That being said, I do have a slight bias for that, in terms of, which one I like more. So, there's that, and if you don't know who it is, then, well. And it's pretty obvious who it is, of the two. Not gonna say it, but yeah, it's kind of obvious. So, there's that, and I assume that Crow is gonna fill Weiss and Yang in about the maidens and the relics, I should say. I almost say artifacts all the time. What the hell? So they're gonna find out what's really going on, and I assume because Raven was being really, really vague, they're gonna say, "Oh, well, we just came from Raven, and she was being vague about all this stuff. So could you maybe fill us in?" Although she did say something about this, so is there anything you can confirm or deny about that? So stuff might get brought up, stuff might not, and considering Raven said what Ozpin did to her and Crow, and then revealed that she can turn into a bird, just like Crow can, I assume maybe Ozpin will literally Yu-Gi-Oh! Style take control of Oscar's body and maybe explain that, because that would be nice. So is that, and I'm still wondering if perhaps we'll see Blake this episode, because right now it's the only thing I'm really worried about right now. Also, speaking of Blake, I'm wondering if anyone's gonna mention her when everyone's together and just talking. If someone mentioned, I assume Nora would be the one to do it for some reason. Perhaps mention, "Oh, we just need Blake, and then we get Team RWBY back together." What's the general tone at that point gonna be? That's just something I'm wondering. I'm a little bit worried, but also hopeful of something. So, yeah, this intro's going on for 4 minutes. I should shut up and, well, not exactly 4 minutes. I did make sure I was doing everything right and synced up. So, nearly 4 minutes. I'm gonna shut up and hit play now. And play. And here's where I cut back. And this is what I saw in the preview.
How do you lose your map at a time like that?
Believe me, I've asked myself the same thing ever since.
Yang's laughing. Yes.
Hey, but you made up for it, Mr. Muscles. You should have seen this guy take a giant grim head on.
I couldn't have done it without Ruby wearing it down.
Me? Did you see Ren during that fight? He was out of control.
Yeah, he was. It was awesome.
Sorry, I may have lost my temper momentarily.
No, and out of control isn't awesome.
Oh.
Yep.
Thank you.
I love how he pauses.
You did not.
Yeah, right in the middle of the party. Please tell me you let that lady have it.
Of course not. Even if I did really want to.
No way. I don't believe it.
Oh god! That is awesome.
It's no replacement for the real thing, but I'll make sure to make good use of it.
That's amazing.
And it is awesome.
Incredible.
Ruby loves it.
Just as strong?
Sure is.
Wanna bet?
Nora, please, now's not the time.
Oh boy.
Don't let her
Come on,
beat you.
you can do this.
Can do it.
Show them what Team Juniper's made of.
Come on, sis! Oh, you can't lose to a girl in a skirt!
I'm on Team Yang, just saying.
Skirt, Ruby.
Why is your not cheering loud enough? It definitely feels like the original. I'll give you that.
Yep, but it does have some new features.
New features aside from the shotgun bed. Oops.
Did she
Um,
win?
that's a win in my book. So Yang can rocket punch.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
I really want to know what the
Easy
hell
there,
else that
Bob.
arm can do.
I believe in you.
Oh, we're doing nickname throwbacks now. Wonderful.
I think I might have missed the nickname, but I'm pretty sure it was on my boy.
I mean, the Ice Queen seems to like it.
I so did not miss you people.
You
My gosh,
did.
She really does like it. What went and warmed your heart while you were gone?
A crappy family,
It
that's
sound
what.
like I used to be terrible.
Nah, just a lot to deal with at once.
It's been a long time.
I've missed
We've all grown
this.
in our own ways.
You really think so?
Well, think back to when we were all at Beacon. Would you say you ever did anything foolish or embarrassing? Or do you think you were perfect?
Oh gosh.
I may have been a little too gung-ho from time to time.
Just
You?
a bit.
I tried to 1v1 a Nevermore on the second day of school.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
no. Don't even get me started.
Well, that embarrassment, that desire to go back and tell yourself not to be so stupid, that just proves you're not the same person you used to be.
That is true,
You're
Ren.
smarter, or kinder, or stronger, and you're not done growing yet. None of us are.
Words to live by, Ren. Words to
Yeah,
live by.
turns out Ren gets real deep when he feels like talking. Well, hold on. I thought I was pretty great in school.
Even at the dance, when you spilled punch all over yourself in front of...
Yes, especially the dance. Thank you, Yang.
How can 6 kids possibly make so much noise eating dinner?
I hear Shine. Oh, I like that song. So they're being informed about Oscar and everything. Awkward silence!
So, the maidens, magic, Salem, it's all true?
Okay, so they've
Michelle
been
Long.
informed off screen.
Is this more or less what your mother told you?
Except for the fact that she was really vague about it,
For the
yeah.
most part.
I think. I
You
mean, I didn't
forgot something.
hear what they said.
You forgot to tell everyone what you did to Crow and my mother.
What is she talking about?
Oh, so we're getting that explained.
That's not a secret I thought she would give up so easily.
Look, she
Your
didn't
mother
say
lived up to
anything!
A great deal. My ability to reincarnate, though a curse, isn't without a few key benefits. Much like the maidens, I too possess a certain magical power. Using this power, I was able to gift the Bronwyn twins the ability to see more, to move freely and be unburdened by their natural bodies. Well,
You gave them the ability to turn
gave
into
them
birds.
The ability to turn into birds. Rather ridiculous sounding out
I
loud.
almost
isn't
said
it?
that exactly at the same time. I
Uncle?
just heard Oscar.
You turn them into birds.
All right, now you're just messing with us.
What else
Crow,
did she
just do it
He's
to
telling the truth.
prove it.
We saw it. Yang's mom changed right in front of us.
If they don't believe you, then Crow, just do it.
Why would you do something like that? I mean, what is wrong with you?
Yang, that's enough. We made a choice. We wanted this.
Oh.
May I?
Of course she left that part out.
Granting this power to them was no trivial task, and I can assure you it was not done frivolously. I required assistance in gathering information on Salem's plans, as well as searching for maidens when their hosts became unclear.
Okay, so
I imagine that
have you done
being
this with
annoying to
others?
track down.
Like General Ironwood or Professor Goodwitch?
As helpful as that might be,
That's the first time she's been
unfortunately,
mentioned in a
it's
long
not
time.
that simple. My power is finite, and if I'm being honest, dwindling.
Oh.
The amount that I gifted to Crow and Raven was, all things considered, rather minuscule.
Oh.
You see, centuries ago, I sacrificed a great deal of magic to 4 young women, who I hoped would use my
So he
gift.
was the, like, person who gave the maidens
Were
their
the first
maidens their
maidens.
powers. Okay, well that's been confirmed.
Miss Zhao Long, it was never my intention to lie to you. To any of you. There are just some matters that I prefer to play close to the chest. I believe that's how you phrased it.
I think that's fair enough.
Everyone has a choice. The Bronwyns chose to accept their powers and the responsibilities that came with them. And later, one of them chose to abandon her duties in favor of her own self-interest. Now, all
Of
you
course she
have a
leaves
choice.
that part out.
If anyone wishes to leave, now is the time. There is no shame or disgrace in abstaining. Only in retreat.
Right, well, so
Very well then.
what are you guys gonna do? I mean,
Yang?
If Ruby sticks around, then I will too. If there's one thing I know about her, it's that she somehow always knows the right thing to do. But, if we're going to help, if we're going to keep risking our lives, no more lies. No more half-truths.
that's fair. Lay everything out, 100% honest with everyone.
Understood.
Okay.
So, what now? I mean, what can we do?
That is a difficult question. One that I believe is best answered tomorrow.
Oh, great.
What do you mean?
The road ahead is undoubtedly filled with hardships and peril. However, it has been far too long since you have all been together. Please, take tonight.
Yeah.
Enjoy this moment.
I love how he gets scared.
Raven? Crow? They're birds!
That only just clicked on. Oh, we're back here. Oh, it's you. Oh, shit. It's been a while since we've seen you two.
Is Raven Bronwyn home?
You know, I've had a real bad week. So I think I'm gonna take it out on you.
Good luck with that. Oh.
Doesn't look like he wants to cooperate, boss.
Then make him.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Are we actually gonna see the fight, or is it gonna cut away and we're just gonna hear screams? No, never mind, it's just ending there. Just... Oh! Everyone is together and happy! Ah, what I've been wanting for a while, and Max has wanted that too, and we finally got it. Also, I'm just gonna say this, well, it's also coupled with the fact that I just got back from work and haven't eaten anything, but what is it about shows when they have ramen that makes me hungry? Like, seriously, anytime I watch an anime and they have food, it makes me feel hungry. I mean, Dragon Ball Z did it, Himoto Umaru-chan did it, Attack on Titan did it. Oh, and just throwing this out there, no, I'm not referring to Titans eating people. I'm referring to, well, mostly just Sasha, when she just pulls out food and goes crazy for it. What other animes? Pokemon on occasion, Yu-Gi-Oh! And this. Well, hell, any time that I'm watching a show and someone's just talking about how great a food is, it makes me feel hungry. So, yeah. That happened. And so, everything with the group is laid out, everything is cleared up, and I like how everything was explained. I mean, yeah, like, the maiden stuff was explained off screen, but let's face it, us, the audience, didn't really need to hear any of that again. Like, we all know what the maidens are and all that stuff, but we did not know, well, I mean, it was speculated, obviously, but it wasn't flat out confirmed that Ozpin was the one who gave the maidens their powers. So, that's been confirmed, so that's really nice. Also, I said this a lot, but of course Raven says, oh, what Ozpin did to make him sound evil, but left out the fact that that was her choice. To try and sway Yang and Weiss to her side. And I know I may have not heard like Raven's whole story, but Ozpin gives me a reason to trust him. Raven does not. There's also the fact that Raven, like, well, raids villages and kills innocent people, so yeah, I'm trusting Ozpin. Well, I have to say, like, when everyone, like, was in disbelief for the fact that Crow and Raven could turn into birds, Crow, why didn't you just turn into a bird there and prove it? It seems like the best way to do it. Although then again, it could be really taxing, or like, we brought this up in the discussion that we did, me and Max. Possibly like shortened lifespan or something. I don't know. Like, is there a negative side to it, or is it just something like really handy? As I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if someone gave me the ability to turn into a bird, then, well, be really handy for, like, getting to work. Wouldn't need to get stuck in traffic. Or if I was going to, well, if I was just traveling, really. I mean, not, like, huge distances, but to places like work, Comic-Con, RTX London. Because I'm not flying all the way across the Atlantic. Fuck that. Just something like that. That'd be useful. Well, then again, I'd have to do all this other work, so would I really want to do that? That's the question. See, I'm not the one to make that choice, but Raven and Crow did. And of course, Raven loved that. I'm sorry I keep going back to that, but it's true. No mention of Blake. I was kind of hoping for that, just because I really wanted to see what, like, the tone would shift to, if it even would shift. So, there's that. I'm wondering if we'll possibly get that in the next episode? Or, like, the next time that we see, like, everyone together. Like, will someone mention Blake? Because, I mean, by the end of the volume, she has to reunite with everyone. Like, she has to. So, Yeah, man. Actually, before I forget about this, Yang's new arm can rocket punch. That is actually pretty cool. And I love how Nora's like still holding on to it. It screams and Yang's just laughing. Because that is something I've missed. Like Yang being genuinely happy. I've missed that. And I'm so happy I got that in this episode. Also, by the way, I say Yang won the arm wrestle, so yeah. I put my bets on the right person. Well, I was also a bit biased because I like Yang more. Anyway, so Nora reacting to stuff a lot this episode because she reacted to Weiss summoning something after she thought, no way you can do that. Grim right next to her. Ah, God! Although, wasn't she around when she summoned, like, an arm in the Battle of Beacon? Although, she might have missed it, or she was, like, somewhere else. I can't remember exactly. It's been a while since I've rewatched, like, the previous RWBY volumes. I should probably do that at one point. And I got them all on Blu-ray, so it won't be too hard. But, it's just a matter of when I decide to stop being lazy and do it. It'll probably be sometime after Volume 5, and I'll re-marathon Volume 5. Something like that, I don't know. And, of course, we see that guy again, and he's like, oh, I've had a really rough week. Yeah. And it's about to get a whole lot worse. Because Mercury and Emerald are back. And right before we see them fight, it cuts away, but they're not alone. Cinder and Watts are there with them, so perhaps we'll see Cinder back in action and see what Watts can do in a fight. Because they're about to take on the bandits, but will they take the Spring Maiden? Now that is something that we must ask. Now I'm wondering. Raven probably knows who they are. I doubt she's a match for all of them at once. So, would she do the smart thing, open a portal, take her and the Spring Maiden to Crow and the others, and be like, hey, our camp's been raided by, like, Salem's, like, group. Well, not the whole group, just, like, 4 of them. Can you guys help us? Will that happen? I don't know. Right, so that's pretty much all I can really think of talking about at the moment about this episode. But yeah, overall, I absolutely loved it. I'm so happy that I got to see Yang like, completely happy and like, laughing again, because that's something I've really missed. And seeing Weiss not with her horrible family was great, and seeing all of her actual friends was really nice. And that speech that Ren gave, whoever wrote that, good on ya, and thumbs up to you, Neef, for voicing Ren, like, obviously, and doing such a great job. Monty would be proud. Now, before I start crying, I'm just going to focus on something else. Okay, so this will come out, like, possibly, around, like, I want to say 4:30 or 5-ish. Like, just after, well, not just after, but sometime after this very chapter comes out on YouTube. But I will likely be at work at the time. So, there's no guarantee. It just depends when they send me on break. But also, if you like my reactions, then I suggest you head on over to Max A Few Trades channel and await our little discussion about this, because we do discuss like RWBY episodes now. And if you haven't watched any of them, I highly recommend like go find them and listen to them. They're really fun to record, and I don't know, you might enjoy them. we'll see. Just, I'll leave a link to his channel and probably a link to the last discussion in this video. So, yeah, I suggest going to that as well. Would really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Max's channel when you're there. Anyway, predictions for next episode. Possibly seeing Blake, because I'm still worried as to what's going to happen with her. Like, I know what the White Fang's plan is, but no, I don't want it to happen. No, no. Do not take Mama and Papa Belladonna away from me. I like them. No, no. Oh, and don't kill Sun either. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like I'm rambling at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. So, thanks for watching all of that stuff, and here's my Tracer outro. Bye.
Hello, loves. Tracer here. You've just watched a video by your only mate. Subscribe, like, comment, and check out his other stuff. Cheers, loves.